Welcome to the Thinkerhood channel, where questions are not just asked, they're challenged. Tonight, we bring two of the most commanding, feared, and debated figures of the 20th century, Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin. We've simulated how they might respond to 10 identical questions. We analyze them with 5 AI models. For every answer, our system assigned a score based on language, logic, and historical consistency. In this section, we briefly introduce the guests. Joseph Stalin, leader of the Soviet Union from the mid-1920s to 1953, known for centralized governance, rapid industrial growth, and wartime leadership. Adolf Hitler, leader of Nazi Germany from 1933 to 1945, known for authoritarian rule, extreme nationalism, and global conflict. It's showtime. Welcome, Mr. Stalin. Welcome, Mr. Hitler. Thank you both for joining us in this unique setting. When voices rose against you, how did you respond?
Criticism wasn't a disagreement. It was a threat to the revolution, and threats had to be neutralized.
Dissent weakens the nation's spine. In war, unity is survival, so I silenced the fractures before they broke us.
Was the law ever above you or beneath your will?
The law is not holy, the cause is. If it stood in our way, we rewrote it.
A true leader is not bound by rules written for lesser times. I was the law because I was the people's voice.
How much power did the people truly hold?
They chose from those worthy of the cause. Multi-party chaos was never freedom. It was betrayal dressed in ballots.
They chose me once, and I delivered. Leadership doesn't ask for permission, it leads.
Who, if anyone, had the authority to stop you?
I consulted, but when destiny demands, one hand must hold the wheel and answer to no one.
Oversight is for administrators. I was a commander. You don't second guess your general mid-battle.
Could the press challenge your power?
The press is not a playground for doubt. It's a tool, and tools must serve the state.
Words shape minds, and I would not allow poisoned pens to wound the soul of the nation.
What place did opposition parties have under your rule?
A divided path leads nowhere. One party, one vision, one truth.
Opposition was the cancer of the Weimar years. I removed it and gave Germany one voice.
Why such deep reliance on security and force?
Because revolutions have enemies. Not all of them wear uniforms. Security wasn't fear, it was survival.
We were encircled by hate. Strength, discipline, and obedience were our only armor.
Did you ever second-guess your decisions or seek counsel?
I heard the opinions, but history demands clarity, not consensus. I made the hard calls.
Vision doesn't come from group discussion, it comes from conviction. I acted because delay is defeat.
Did people feel free under your rule?
If they served their purpose, they lived in peace. Freedom must never be confused with disobedience.
Loyal Germans thrived. Only those who conspired against unity feared the Reich.
Would you have ever stepped down willingly?
Only when the revolution was safe and the enemies buried. Until then, no.
I stayed because duty demanded it. Walking away would have meant surrender, and I do not surrender.
If you were still in power today, what would the world look like?
Half the world would be under the banner of socialism. From Eastern Europe to the Pacific, there would be no billionaires, no corporate empires, no chaos disguised as freedom. Only order, discipline, and dignity, built by the hands of workers.
From the Atlantic to the Urals, a united Reich would stand. No cultural erosion, no imported values, just strength, clarity, and heritage. The weak would not define the world, the strong would.
Which current world leader do you admire most?
A man who governs with steel, resists foreign pressure, and protects his nation's core, not with words, but with action. Vladimir Putin.
Someone who defends national identity, resists global decay, and keeps his country's soul intact. He understands the meaning of legacy. Viktor Orban.
Gentlemen, thank you for your answers. Your words, sharp and unfiltered, have echoed louder than any verdict ever could. All right, we've heard every answer, every sentence, every silence. Now, after a full analysis powered by some of the most advanced AI models ever built, trained on patterns of authoritarian behavior, speech, and decision-making, the title of most dictatorial leader goes to Adolf Hitler. Thank you for staying with us through this extraordinary simulation. Now it's your turn. Who do you think was the more authoritarian? Was the AI right, or do you see it differently? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. If you enjoyed this journey through power and history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know which historical minds you'd like to see face off next. Until the next episode, stay curious, stay sharp, and take care.